Welcome, Libra. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your April full moon reading. This reading is inspired by the full moon in Libra, 16 degrees on April 16th. Of course, opposing 16 degrees Sun in Aries, a time where the contracts we're able to and negotiations we're able to form are reflective of our progress in the initiations we began with the April new moon. And this is all part of the new astrological year beginning with the spring equinox. So we have built up a lot of momentum over the past few months with many planets in retrograde, and we're now moving forward with a lot of realigned energy. And I think we're understanding the process of our movement in new and surprising ways, coming out of a time of great difficulty. So if you enjoy this reading, please like and subscribe to my channel. I thank all of you that do so and continue to do so. I thank you. And your overall energy, Libra, is the Four of Cups. This card indicates many things, including a secure emotional foundation that you have created for yourself. And as I was speaking formerly, this is out of a time of great challenge and difficulty for all of us, the whole collective. You have managed to create and build a strong emotional foundation such that you are somewhat dissatisfied, feeling a little bit stuck or a little bit bored perhaps, that what you want, what you feel is the next step does not appear to be available. What you have does not seem to be the precise thing that you have been wanting to make this foundation feel whole and satisfying to you. You are on the right path. Quite likely what you're looking for is available in your environment in a way that you are not able to recognize it. So that sounds like a little bit of an emotional challenge for you right now. In the middle of April, we have the Lover's card, the Ten of Swords, and the Chariot. So lovely. Two major arcana surrounding the Ten of Swords, which is the familiar card of endings, closure. But this is a particular kind of ending. It is the end of a cycle of suffering and pain. It is a cycle in which not only have you experienced a lot of disappointment or even failure, but you have actually spent a lot of time attempting to understand your role in the disappointments that you experienced. That is provided you with many lessons that have allowed you to understand how the situations or failures, disappointments were created, your role in them, and is allowing you to release this painful energy of suffering so that you are prepared and ready to make way for a new beginning. This is built on the 6 and the 7 major arcana, where you've learned to discriminate between those things that will serve you best. And it has been achieved through this process of suffering, disappointment, loss, even grieving, that has helped you to see what no longer serves you and to cut that out as completely as possible, so that you are not only able to be in a greater alignment with your desires, but you are also able to seek the assistance that you need to move forward with this newfound sense of achievement and possibility. the Chariot card is indicating your ability, because of your recognition of divine intervention in your life, the same intervention that allows you now to see the value in the challenges that you faced and your ability to overcome them, so that you emerge from that clearer, more focused, and moving very rapidly with the support, with the recognition of the support that you are getting from others. In towards the middle, late middle of April, we have the Four of Wands, the Empress, and the Ten of Wands. Libra, the Empress is very much a reflection of natural and characteristic energy of yours because of its rulership by Venus. And you are really emphasizing the notion of balance that Venus represents. Venus represents attraction and repulsion, giving and taking, a flow, a balance, a harmony that is itself a beauty. So there is an underlying sense of justice, fairness, and generation that comes from this empowerment that you are experiencing right now. So you are recognizing your ability not only to be creative, but how that inspires and generates more creativity in others. You have not only developed a firm emotional foundation, but you also are building a firm cultural and spiritual foundation. These fours indicate your stability, your protection, your security at this time. But your security is not in any sense of stasis or stagnancy. It is in the ability and desire to grow, to continue to grow, and how that recognition that you have built a foundation that is inclusive of growth and prosperity, you are able to share what you have with others, create a community of sharing, and in so doing, you are able to celebrate this sense of empowerment that you're experiencing. You are also doing a lot. You are taking a lot of responsibility for many aspects of this forward motion that you are attempting on a very victorious but rapidly gaining path of achievement. And this capacity to hold so many pieces of the investment that you are making into this project is exhausting. It is overwhelming, and there may be a need for you to release the other side of the suffering you are understanding is no longer helpful or contributing to your progress. So where you are cutting things out, it is very important that you don't recreate the pattern of fulfilling the expectations of others to your own detriment. This is where you are at a place where you have achieved, you have completed this cycle of releasing things that don't work, and you are in the process of assuming full responsibility and accountability for the things that you want to achieve. You are feeling empowered, so there is a tendency here to overdo, be overwhelmed, but that is because you find yourself reaching the end of a long growth cycle where you are indeed clarifying your boundaries, making sure that what you achieve benefits you fundamentally. And this is a consistent message that is coming through for all signs. In the last week of April, we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. Throughout your tremendous effort at building prosperity, at working on a new path, at mastering your craft, and this is reflecting on this tremendous empowerment you're experiencing with the Empress card at the middle of your reading, you are able to devote yourself to productive generation of a new creative idea, project, or building. You're moving towards the creation of something through the mastery of skill, the devotion and hard work that lends not only concrete results, but a beautiful sense of craftsmanship, of delight in the process of making. And this is very powerful as a part of your creative surge and rejuvenation you're experiencing at this time. This entire process has really opened up your emotional and heart space. And so we're kind of back to the beginning, where the Four of Cups is your area of emotional security and foundation, but you are empowered through your hard work to explore that, to not be dissatisfied, or to take the energy of your dissatisfaction, your boredom, the tedium that you may have experienced in some area of your life, and to really recognize that you have the capacity to continue an exploration now that you have grounded yourself in firm emotional growth, so that you are able to explore your imagination, allow your creativity as it flows from your inner alignment to your higher self. This is where you establish through the Lovers this ability to align with yourself, to choose yourself in any decision, any crossroads that you encounter. I'm going to clarify the Empress card in the very middle of the reading here with the African Tarot. I have the Page of Pentacles and the High Priestess. I see two energies here out of the time, the many months for many of you, depending on the particularities of your chart. This may have been many years of working very intently with a lot of focus on challenging, facing, confronting those negative behaviors, expectations, patterns that you have recognized were indeed holding you back, and that you are cresting on this new awareness that you are able to face those discomforting parts of yourself and really access your higher memory, your history, your inner wisdom that can come from your memory of your ancestral heritage, as well as that of your childhood formative experiences, your family of origin, wherever it is that you are tapping into your deepest wisdom and building upon your self-knowledge. This is information that you have used to face many of these difficult challenges you've endured, and this has also encouraged you and given you the confidence to have the beginner's mind. And the Page of Pentacles here is showing me that your new enterprise, this new direction that you're moving in, with the Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, this love of craft, this love of building and process and hard work, discipline, is really encouraging you and giving you the confidence to understand that you can begin at the beginning. You can start afresh. You can receive new information, new resources, new tools that are going to help you to build a better mouse and to improve on whatever level of mastery you are achieving. I'm also going to clarify the 10 of Swords here with the 8 of Wands and the 6 of Cups. So I'm sensing a lot here about memory, about your history, about your ability to connect, to recognize not only unproductive patterns that you see within yourself and that you've been willing to connect to, confront, look at, attempt to understand, but you've also connected with positive memories of your own past, your own memory, your own formative years, your coming of age years. There are connections and relationships there, Libra, that you are reaping some positive reward from, and that aligns with the pleasure that you are now able to glean from the process of overcoming challenges, building something new. You are balancing out that connection with your former events, former relationships, and really aligning yourself with simpler values, a more direct appreciation of your naturally occurring abilities that are indeed very much opening out your empowerment at this time. And as a result, you are able to move your projects forward rapidly in collaboration with others, so that you are having a greater impact than you could possibly have on your own. So you are getting many communications, information, resources are coming into you for ways in which you can continue to grow your skill level and your impact. I'm going to finish up this reading, Libra, with an oracle card, and if you're enjoying this reading, if you have found it useful, please like and subscribe to my channel. I always appreciate your comments, and I thank you for those. And I've chosen the Boji stones. The key word is balance. I am balanced, whole, and complete. I'm going to leave it there. And thank you, Libra, for your time and attention. Until next time, Namaste.